Good afternoon, everyone. So, as I told you people, today we are going to discuss this numericals of exercise 4A. So, are you ready with your copy, pen, and book? Are you ready with your copy, pen, and book? Okay. So, this is the first question of exercise 4A. So, a hammer exerts a force of 1.5 Newton on each of the two nail A and B. The area of cross section of tip of nail A is 2 millimeter square, while that of the nail B is 6 millimeter square. Calculate the pressure on each nail in Pascal. So, there is a hint for you people. First of all, you have to convert all the values in SI units, and then you have to apply the formula of pressure, that is thrust upon area. So solve it quickly and answer me in the chat box whether you are able to solve it or not. So I give you a hint to for the conversion of this millimeter square into meter square. So 1 meter equals to 1000 millimeter, or we can say 1 millimeter equals to 1 by 1000 meter. So you have to convert this millimeter square, millimeter into millimeter. Millimeter square means millimeter into meter. That means 1 upon 123 multiply 123 meter. So you have to multiply this value with 10 raised to power minus 6. Okay. So that's how you will convert this millimeter square into meter. So now, anybody got the answer? Yes, Adrika, very good. So, okay, I show you the solution to this question. So this will be the area of cross section of A, and this will be the area of cross section of B. So pressure on A will be thrust upon area, that is 1.5 divided by 2 into 10 raised to power minus 6, that would be equal to 7.5 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. And pressure on B, 1.5 divided by 6 into 10 raised to power minus 6, that is 2.5 into 10 raised to power 5 Pascal. Got it? Any confusion in this question? Any confusion in the conversions? Clear, everyone? Not understand? What did you not understand, Dhruv? You didn't understand the conversions? Okay, I'm explaining the conversions again. See, 1 meter equals to 123 1000 millimeter, or we can say 1 meter equals to 10 raised to power 3 millimeter. Okay, or opposite we can say 1 millimeter equals to 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. Got it? But here we have millimeter square. What is the meaning of millimeter square? Millimeter into millimeter. That is the meaning of millimeter square, right? So when we have to convert this millimeter square into meter square, then we have to square this value also. So this will be 10 raised to power minus 3 multiply 10 raised to power minus 3, which is equals to millimeter square is equals to 10 raised to power minus 6 meter square. Okay. So now to convert this area 2 millimeter square into meter square, we have to multiply it with 10 raised to power minus 6, and to convert this area 6 millimeter into meter square equals to 6 into 10 raised to power minus 6 meter square. So this is what the area of cross section of A, and this is what the area of cross section of B. Now pressure's formula is thrust upon area. So thrust is already given 1.5 Newton. Now this is the second question. A block of iron mass 7.5 kilogram and of dimension 12 centimeter, 8 centimeter by 10 centimeter is kept on a tabletop. On its base of side 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. Calculate the thrust and pressure exerted on the tabletop taking 1 kgf equals to 10 Newton. So first of all, you have to convert all these units in the SI units. So the mass is already in the SI unit, but you have to convert these dimension of iron block into SI units, that is meter. Okay, and then you have to apply first the formula thrust equals to weight of the body. Then you have to apply the formula of pressure equals to thrust upon area. So this is a hint for you people, try to solve it. Yes, Anshul, very good. Very good, Anshul. Your answer is correct. Devan Sharma, you visit my YouTube channel, you will get both the videos over there. I have already uploaded all the videos on my YouTube channel. Yes, Aryan. Okay, so I show you the explanation of this question. So thrust equals to weight of the body, and weight equals to mass into gravity. So the weight will be equal to 7.5 into 10, that is 75 Newton, which will be equal to the thrust. So the thrust will be 75 Newton. Pressure will be equals to thrust upon area. Now to convert this iron block is kept on the table on its base. So the dimension of the base is 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter. To convert that 12 centimeter into 8 centimeter, first we convert 12 centimeter into meter, that is 10 raised to power minus 2. We will multiply this with 10 raised to power minus 2. And then 8 centimeter will again be converted into meter, that is again to multiply it with 10 raised to power minus 2. So when we will solve this thing, we'll get pressure 7812.5 Pascal. Okay, got it? This question clear, everybody? Next question, number 3. A vessel contain water up to a height of 1.5 meter, taking the density of water 10 raised to power 3 kilogram per meter cube, acceleration due to gravity 9.8 meter per second square, the area of base of the vessel is 100 centimeter square. Calculate the pressure and the thrust at the base of the vessel. So what is given here, height of the water column is 1.5 meter. It is already in the SI units. Density of water is 10 1000 kilogram per meter cube. It is also already in the
SI units. Value of acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. This is also in SI units. Area of base of the vessel is 100 centimeter square. Now this is not in the SI units. So first of all, you have to convert this thing in the SI units. So first you convert this thing in SI unit, then you uh, calculate the pressure and the thrust. The formula of thrust is A rho hg. Thrust equals to area multiplied by height multiplied by density multiplied by acceleration due to gravity. So with that formula you can calculate the thrust. Then pressure, either you will apply the formula h rho g, that is height multiplied by density multiplied by gravity, acceleration due to gravity, or you can divide this value of thrust by the value of area. Both the way you will get the same answer for pressure. Yes, Anshul, very good. Okay, very good, Kamakshi. So I show you the solution. So first of all, to convert this area of base into meter square, we have to divide this 100 by 100 multiply 100, that is 10 raised to power 4. So 100 divided by 10 raised to power 4 will equals to 10 raised to power minus 2 meter square. This will be the area of base of vessel in the SI units. Then thrust formula we will apply area into H into rho into G. So it will be equals to 147 Newton. We simply multiply all the values, area's value, height, then density, and then acceleration due to gravity. Then we apply the formula of pressure, either H rho g or thrust upon area. Any formula you can apply. So you'll get the value 1.47 into 10 raised to power 4 Pascal. So this is the solution of this question. Any problem in? Okay. Next question number 4. The area of base of a cylinder vessel is 300 centimeter square. Water density is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Is poured into it up to a depth of 6 centimeter. Calculate the pressure and the thrust taking the value of G 10 meter per second square. So again you have to convert first all the values in SI unit. First of all, what is given, area of base is given 300 centimeter square. So it is, first of all you have to convert this area into meter square. So to convert this area into meter square, again you have to multiply it with 10 raised to power minus 4. Then density of water is already in the SI units. By mistake I have written here gram, it is kilogram. So density of water is already in the SI units. Sanskar Dutt, are you just copying the answer without solving from the book? Depth is given 6 centimeters. So first you have to convert this depth into SI units. So to convert 6 centimeter into SI unit, you have to multiply it with 10 raised to power minus 2. Then acceleration due to gravity already in SI units. Now you apply the formula, same formula, previous one, which we used in the previous question. By using that formula, you will get the value of thrust and you will get the value of pressure. Very good, Anshul. Very good. So this is the area in meter square. This will be the depth in the meters. So formula of thrust will be area into height into density into gravity. So it will be equal to 18 Newton. Then again I will apply the same formula, pressure equals to force upon area or H rho g. So the value of pressure will be 600 Pascal. Clear everybody? Clear this question? Okay. So now question number 5, calculate the height of a water column which will exert on its base the same pressure as 70 centimeter column of mercury. Density of mercury is 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. So since all the values are given in CGS system, column of mercury is also given in centimeter, density is also given in gram cubic centimeter. So now we will calculate all the value in the CGS system only. So there is no need of conversion. When all the values are given in the same system, then there is no need to convert them into SI system. Okay, so we'll take the density of water in the CGS system, that is 1 gram per cubic centimeter. So it is saying that both water and mercury applying the same pressure. So pressure of water equals to pressure of mercury. Pressure of water equals to pressure of mercury. So pressure of mercury's formula is H, height of mercury column, density of mercury into gravitation acceleration due to gravity equals to height of water multiplied by density of water into G. So the height of water will be equals to height of mercury into density of mercury into G divided by density of water into G. So this thing is a hint for you people. Now you calculate applying this formula quickly. So I show you the solution. So this is the solution. The answer will be 9.52 meter. Now second question is asking, will the height of the water column in the part A change if the cross section of the water column is made wider? So no, there will be no change in the height of water column because pressure will remain same. Height cross section doesn't affect height. Height only will change when pressure will change. So since pressure is same, so there will be no change in the height whether the cross section of water column is made wider or narrower. The height will remain same. Got it? Clear everyone? Respond it quickly. Clear or any confusion? If any confusion is there, ask. Okay. Now the question number 6. The pressure of water on the ground floor is 40,000 Pascal and the first floor is 10,000 Pascal. Find the height of first floor. So there is a hint. I have tried to draw a diagram for you people to give you a hint. So suppose this is the first floor and this is the second floor. So when the vessel is kept on the first floor, so this H1 height is there. So when it is kept on the first floor, when it is kept on the ground floor, the height to be considered is H1. When it is kept on the first floor, the height to be considered is this entire height H2. But we have to tell only the height of this floor. This much height we have to tell. So first we calculate the H1, then we calculate the H2, then we minus H1 from H2. So we'll get the height of first floor. Okay. So try to solve it. So pressure's formula is H rho G. So if we have to calculate the height, so height will be equals to uh, pressure divided by rho G. Okay. Very good, Anshul. Very good, Anshul. Your answer is correct. Yes, Kamakshi, good. So I show you the solution. So height of ground floor will be pressure divided by density into acceleration due to gravity. It will come 4 meter. Then height of ground floor plus first floor, it will come 1 meter. So height of first floor will come 4 minus 1, that is 3 meter. So this is the answer. Clear everyone? Clear this question, everyone? Okay. Next question. A simple U-tube contain mercury to the same level in both of its arms. If the water is poured to a height of 13.6 centimeter in one arm, how much will be the rise in the mercury level in the other arm? So again, this is a hint for you people. So this is mercury which is filled in both the arm of this U-tube. Then water is poured in one arm of this U-tube. So the height of the water column will be 13.6 centimeters. So it is asking what will be the height of the mercury column in the other arm. So when water will be poured here, it will apply some pressure. Okay. That same pressure will be transferred to this arm of the U-tube according to the Pascal's law. Okay, what is the Pascal's law? When we exert some pressure in a confined liquid, it will transmit undiminished to the entire liquid. So it will transfer undiminished here also. So due to this pressure, there will be some, this mercury will rise to certain height. So that height is asked. Okay. So again, we will compare both the pressure of water and pressure of mercury. And by comparing both the pressure, we will calculate the height of mercury column. Okay. So try to solve it. This is the hint for you people. So this is pressure on mercury column, which is equals to the pressure on water column. So height of mercury column will be equal to pressure of water divided by density of mercury into, yes, you have to rejoin Aryan, into acceleration due to gravity. So when we calculate this entire value, it will come 1 centimeter. Clear everyone this question? Everybody clear?